大家好，歡迎收睇 Gameplay HK 有阿俊，繼續 Horizon Forbidden West。上集我哋就嚟到鐵條鎮啦，就話呢一度呢，因為中無獸肆虐而開唔到工啊。咁其實我哋調查完之後，發覺根本就係呢一度話事嗰個工頭，佢炸完坑洞之後就引咗啲中無獸翻嚟嘅。嗱，咁而家我哋繼續遊戲啦，個使節嘅會面應該就可以如期舉行嘅。咁去揾阿迪斯之前呢，我覺得最好就係睇下有冇啲咩新嘢買。首先防具店。我哋有兩件衫可以買，一件呢就係探險家，一件就係女獵人。咁就係要用挖掘者循環器。我諗遲啲先，唔好買住。最重要都係武器。
Brought out only the good stuff for you, Red. Seeing as you got that whistle blowing.
Hey, I've been waiting to get my lucky hammer fixed for days.
You haven't done anything useful like getting rid of any bristlebacks, though, have you? Take your time. I promise you won't be disappointed.
喂，係咪免費嘅先？嗱，好啦，我哋有火焰弓。哇，咁呢個唔使諗，一定要整咗先嘅喎。購買裝備。咁跟住咧就有戰士弓啦，適合近距離戰鬥嘅。仲有神射弓。我冇衝撞者循環器，咁遲啲先至整啦。
Come back anytime.
Now can I get this fixed?
I can fix your tools. Afraid there's no fixing you.
好鬼串嘅真係。嗱，我哋而家可以造成火焰傷害噶啦，咁就可以喺呢邊啦。咦？大把弓就射唔到普通嘅箭嘅喎。咁即係話其實我哋都要裝備200弓先至得。咁跟住咧，我哋就可以利用呢一個工作台整嘢。整咗個爆破弓先啦，梗係升爆佢，咁就會有一個線圈欄位啦。跟住我哋把獵人弓咧，哎呀都係未得。火焰獵人弓最多升一個 level， 唉算。我諗暫時我哋都唔夠資源去升咁多嘢啊。喂，走得啦我哋。
The way to Barren Light is clear. Get moving.
You're not errant vanguardsman. I will move only when the captain
when
says...
I've cleared out all the bristlebacks, which I have. Captain's orders.
So they're okay?
Banged up, but breathing. And waiting up ahead for you.
But I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
一個、兩個、三個咯。
I'm off to Barren Light, buddies. Like Aloy said, Captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there, Aloy.
哇，陰公你要一個人拉咁大車嘢？喂，好行夾唔送咯喎，努力。冇咩啫，慢慢行啦你。
Well, now that that's done, the embassy can finally get underway. If I can get through it, I'll be able to track down Silence, Hades, maybe even a Gaia backup. Guess I could head straight for Barren Light, or poke around the Daunt some more first, and maybe take Petra up on that drink.
好啦，望一望地圖啦，我哋有2個地方要去，哇，都幾遠下。我就想完成一啲支線先，跟住先至出發，因為咁樣可以學多啲技能，同埋有機會會多啲武器啊！喂，我嚟揾你飲酒啦。
Hey, Ray, change your mind about that brew? Fancy a game of Strike?
Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
Ha! There's that spark. Fire and spit.
好中意佢隻杯咯，好似獵人嗰隻大酒杯咁。
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Well, things aren't as bad since you got this place running again. But we still got Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. If you don't put that down, I'll come over there and show you how that game ends.
好鬼惡嘅真係。
Anyway, right now, I'm just worried about those refugees out from Sunfall. To come all this way enduring Forge knows what.
Shadow Carja refugees. What are they doing in the Daunt?
Looking for a new home, I gather. They're camped out by an old trailhead, southwest of here. And therein lies the problem. A Stormbird crashed up on the cliffs last week, and Talon Cleanbrokers had his eye on the salvage ever since. But the refugees have barred entrance. Mustn't interrupt their sun-scorched ritual. Something about finding a twilight path.
I never heard them talk about that before.
Yeah, well, these particular Shadow Carja are an odd bunch. But overall, they're peaceful folk. Not that it matters to Talon. He'll crack some heads to get to that salvage. Maybe you could swing by, convince him to set up camp somewhere else?
嚇！竟然嗌我哋過去啊！咁好啦，我哋接咗任務先。
Well, if I'm up that way, I'll talk to the refugees. Try to convince them to move.
Much appreciated. They have it rough. Don't need Talon making it rougher.
This Talon guy might still be in Chainscrape. I could have a word with him first.
Come on, where's your sense of adventure?
又話揾我哋飲一杯，其實就係有嘢揾我哋做嘅，啲人真係啊！不過呢啲可能同主線影響不大，係有啲獎勵嘅支線故事啫。咁我哋接咗個任務先，大家如果想睇嘅就話俾我知。
It'll blow their damn arm off.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
It is. It's an incredibly bad thing.
你哋講緊啲咩？
Wait, the person throwing or the person catching?
The thrower.
Oh.
喂，係咪嗰個唔知咩錘啊？之前見到咧打自己嗰個。
I'm sorry, I'll be right with you.
Okay, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm saying it's overkill.
It's a weapon. Kill is the point.
Not if it blows the user's arm off. Just stop talking.
Where were we? Ah! So, you look like someone who's always searching for a new weapon. Am I right?
Actually,
But you're just nuts. I am with a customer.
I'm not a customer.
I got it. Triple the powder. It'll blow a Strider sky high. Ba-boom. One shot kill. Guaranteed.
係啊，發射嗰個都死埋啊嘛。
Maybe I am.
Then you are in the right place at the right time, Red.
How would you like to be the proud owner of the world's first machine-enhanced,
Explosive, done in one, machine wrecking.
Yet perfectly safe, javelin thrower.
佢哋信唔過㗎喎嚇。唉，唔好問佢咁多啦，問下件武器先。
Tell me more about this weapon of yours.
Saw a scroll when I was a kid by some Karja scholar who wandered out west. Had a scary drawing of a Tenakth warrior hunting with a kind of javelin thrower. Effective? Yes. Basic? Undoubtedly. But coming out here made me remember it, and I am on the brink of vastly improving the tool's archaic design.
Whereas I will perfect it.
I can use machine parts to enhance the user's throw, increase the projectile's velocity. Well, Boomer here is adamant that enhancing the projectile is better, namely with explosive tips.
Boomsticks.
Why not both?
That could work. There's one small snag. I need the parts to make the first working model. Well, for starters, I'll need...
Charger horns. Intact.
Yeah, that. Just be sure to shoot them off before the machine goes down. Otherwise, they break. But the real innovation, and keep it to yourself, is a fang horn rib.
There's a mean one east of here. Blow it sky high.
Boomer! You get him for me. It's yours. My treat.
You have a deal.
OK， 即係話咧，如果我哋完成咗，會攞啲正嘢嘅喎。佢有冇寫我哋可以攞啲咩啊？有技能點數啊！咁等我自己完成佢，睇下可唔可以攞到啲正嘅武器。有嘅，我哋有機會就攞出嚟用啦。嗱，好啦，我就做咗一陣支線任務，咁而家咧，終於都可以過嚟食嘢啦。
Ah, there you are. I happen to receive another visit from Olvin himself. He was pushy, but I stood my ground. And dare I say it, I even got my own back. Yes, I did.
I'm listening.
When I made his meal, I used 3 pinches of salt instead of 2.
Each journey begins with a single step, I guess. I think I have everything you asked for.
Then just as you have inspired me, let us see if I can return the favor. Time to cook.
喂，你記住洗好塊板先喎。我好有呢個咧摩亨嘅感覺啊！而家
Wow. Mildif, that was inspired.
Next time you want the best provisions, you know where to find me. And your next order of any dish will be on the house.
Thanks. And don't forget to stand up for yourself.
Funny you should say that. As it happens, I'm already cooking up my next portion of resistance. Hope to see you again.
哎呀，好搞笑啊！呢個支線任務。喂，但係食完之後係咪真係有嘢加㗎？多咗啲點數咯。
Back for that free meal? Go on, peruse my menu.
你真係可以煮嘢食㗎喎！睇下先，可以增加生命上下一段時間嘅啫。咁佢話免費，梗係留翻嚟食啲最貴㗎啦，大佬，唔通食最平嘅咩？近戰傷害提升2個等級，哇，3分鐘㗎喎！我哋唔好亂食，留翻下次再幫襯下。
Oh, hi!
咁技能方面咧，其實我已經學咗一啲戰士同埋獵人嘅技能噶啦，我就想學埋獵人嘅呢一個遠距大師。哎呀，唔夠技能點數，要3點先至可以升到 level， 可以增加傷害嘅。其實我而家學咗咧呢一招重擊加成噶啦，可以增加重擊嘅機率啦、傷害啦，同埋致命攻擊嘅傷害增加。咁有機會嘅，我哋再試下啦。
I can override one of these chargers. I have to go on quiet so I don't spook the herd.
嗱，好啦，跟住落嚟咧，我哋應該要覆蓋一隻衝撞者，咁先至可以方便到我哋移動嘅。要趁佢唔察覺嘅時候先至接近佢。其實呢隻咧應該係機會好大嘅，但係有一隻喺度望住我咯，所以我要等一陣先。喂，你仲行埋嚟？
Gotta find a cauldron to learn how to override machines.
就你啦！搞掂。咁呢一隻就係我哋噶啦，我哋可以隨時騎佢嘅。喂，你做乜走去打其他嘢啊？喂！你係咪衰啊？趕走晒佢哋啊！你唔好過去阻住。仲有一隻。咦？喂，仲有一隻過嚟，都話係你哋唔好埋嚟咯，硬係咁中意喺度阻住我嘅。喂，你可唔可以幫我打甩佢隻角啊？其實佢隻角我係有用噶，搞掂，執嘢先，執埋我哋先至騎上去趕路。喂，好啦，搞掂，執完嘢。咦，我哋仲可以收復佢嘅喎，但係咧就要用到我哋啲金屬碎片，不過冇所謂啦。喂，行啦。中啊，仲要紫色正。哇，好似跌咗好遠喎。
Barren light. Last part of the Sundom before the Forbidden West. Carja horn. Maybe that means the embassy starting soon.
喂，唔好遮住。其實頭先喺度打獵緊，我見到有隻雀咧，我要佢嗰啲 素材啊！等我打多少少素材，跟住再進行主線嚇。好啦，我執到七七八八啦，打獵打到。呀，冇事，算你隻豬好彩。做翻啲正經嘢。裝期唔俾入船。
All right, I should find whoever's in charge here. But first, I could resupply at my stash. Might be worth taking a look around too.
要攞補給？唔通一入嚟就要打仗？
There's Errand. Looks like he's had a few.
喂，你點啊？冇事啊嘛
Gentlemen.
That's our cue.
Taking the edge off?
Well, if the end of the world's coming, I don't want to be sober for it. Now, let me guess. You're in a rush, right? So whatever you need, ask away.
其實咧，我哋就係嚟呢度進行呢個使節會面嘅。
What do you know about the embassy?
I know not much. Only that Avad really wants it to happen. He said I'm making peace with these Tanakh. But from what I hear, they're not too big on the whole diplomacy thing. They do most of their talking with blades and arrows. So if you're heading their way, be prepared. Things might get ugly real fast.
I'll keep that in mind.
嗱，即係我冇估錯啦，一入去基本上應該就係要打仗噶啦。阿爾莎咧
I was, wondering if you were able to lay Ursa to rest, like you wanted.
Yeah, we did. Just seemed the crowd that showed up to pay their respects. Half of them owed her a favor, and the other half owed her their lives. In the end, everybody drank. You know, it's the rowdiest funeral since ever.
Feels like she would have liked that.
Yeah, damn straight. Damn straight. She would have put them all under the table.
算啦，你慢慢飲啦，我唔阻你啊。
I better get going.
Right, I'll have to do complicated Aloy things. Maybe just don't disappear completely this time.
No promises.
I guess what I'm really trying to say is, if you ever do need me...
I know where to find you. Hopefully sober next time.
Don't count on it. Be careful out there, Aloy.
最到咁，你都係休養下先啦嚇。
Lighten up, Paiv. You've got a thick wall of stone between you and the Tanakh out there.
Yes, sir.
Why the long face, Mavas? Wish you were heading out there?
No, sir.
哇，我諗你應該就係長官啦，係嘛？
Don't worry.
Are you in charge around here?
Apologies, no. That would be Commander Nozar. I'm Lawan, his second in command. So, what brings Aloy of the Nora to Barren Light?
I'm here for the embassy. I need it to happen so I can head west. And maybe now that Studious Wadis is here, we can finally get things underway.
Yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically kicking and screaming behind his escort. Really seems to like his scrolls. But the embassy remains delayed.
點解咧？
Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but the Tanakh marshals have yet to sound their horn.
All right, fine. Let me through the gates then. I have my own business with them.
I'm sure you do, but I'm afraid I can't. Commander's orders. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare to venture out. Asaram salvagers, a few especially brazen Karja, but no one's allowed in or out before an embassy. They'll reopen, once the Tanakh have left.
嗱，我哋逐樣問下先，究竟提拿科元帥有乜水咧？
You said something about Tanakh marshals. Who are they?
They're the tribe's elite warriors. Before every embassy, they arrive with a contingent of soldiers from each of their 3 clans. Then, during the proceedings, they negotiate on behalf of their leader. And by negotiate, I mean stare down our Sun Priest until they concede. Paiv over here came face to face with them for the first time at the last embassy. Came back drenched in his own sweat.
It was hot that day, sir.
It was indeed.
你諗下嗰啲祭司，佢哋冇鬼用噶嘛，俾人啤住落，梗係驚啦，唔出冷汗先奇啊！
So what happens at these embassies, exactly?
Mostly trade and negotiation. The Karja offer tribute of food, spices, and gear. In exchange, the Tanath return personal effects taken from Karja soldiers that fell during the Red Raids. This particular embassy, however, is a special case.
Because the Tanakh, they're handing over some sort of prisoner, right? A soldier named Fashav?
Ah, so you've heard.
喂，其實我哋要救佢嘅
The
喎。
exchange has got everyone on edge. You never know if an embassy's going to go well until it's practically over.
咁好啦，我哋入翻正題先。落閘喺邊？
Where is this Commander Nozar then? If he's the one keeping the gates shut, I'll convince him to open them for me.
I'll take you to him, but I have to warn you. The commander isn't one to break protocol, especially when he's already high-strung.
We'll see about that.
其實係咪要同佢打一場啊？
This way.
There's a lot of activity going on around here.
The Tanakh tore down this place during the Red Raids. 2 years of labor, and we still have a long way to go. The work stoppage and chain scrape nearly halted our rebuilding efforts. But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
I was just helping out.
Yes, well, I'm sure Ulvund was thrilled.
其實呢個烏爾文德，即係我哋上一個鐵條鎮嗰個公頭咧，我覺得佢應該係有啲古怪，佢係唔想呢一場使節會面去進行得到噶。
Stand aside, soldier.
Sir?
There's the commander. Better brace yourself. And good luck.
How are we to hold an embassy with a tribe that can't even govern their own people?
What more can you expect from barbarians?
哇！你咁串嘅你啊！ 其實我先係話得時啊。
Aloy, was it?
Yes. The one who cleared the valley for you? That Aloy.
We appreciate your service. At least we are ready for the embassy to begin.
Didn't you just give the signal?
Both sides must signal readiness. Until the Tanakh sound their horn, we wait.
Yea, for as the first shall be...
Shut up. Why the delay?
The Tanakh are a tribe composed of 3 clans. How many banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Oh, this isn't some forgotten corner of the East where you come from, Nora. It's the Forbidden West.
咁即係點啊？
If you don't like it, run back to Meridian, file a complaint.
The Meridian I saved, you mean?
That's right. Nobody walks to the gate until the 3rd clan arrives and the Tanakh horn has sounded. Not even the savior of Meridian.
咁點好咧？可以喺度等嘅喎，但係我哋如果揀主線進度嘅話咧，就話我哋要走嘅。不如試下揀我喺度等先。
Lucky for you, the savior of Meridian still has a few things she wants to take care of.
啊？
Might be worth another look around the Daunt before the embassy. And Thurles mentioned there's a hunting grounds near here to train up.
哦，咁即係話咧，我哋其實可以喺度整備下，又或者完成下一啲支線任務先嘅。咁嘅話，其實我頭先咧就攞咗啲素材先至過嚟。咁我諗我應該可以係去upgrade 下啲武器或者裝備先喎。最主要係想 upgrade 我哋啲袋啊，令到我哋可以袋多啲資源，咁其實打起上嚟咧係舒服好多嘅。嗱好啦，大部分戰袋我都 upgrade 咗，可以袋到好多彈藥噶啦。如果想再 upgrade 就要去新區域去揾啲素材翻嚟先至得。喂，好啦，我整備完啦，要走啦我。
Your impatience does not hasten the Tanakh, Nora.
Only our annoyance.
呢個祭司真係好討厭嘅啫，我好想咧一腳踢佢落去。
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely not. This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
人類嘅存亡緊要，定係你哋
Someone approaching! On a machine!
啲規矩緊要啊？點解你咁快跟到嚟㗎？
Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
打暈佢兩個就咁行啦。
Sir, it's the Savior! I don't care if it's the Dowager Queen herself. The gate stays sealed until that horn blows.
I'm asking nicely.
I don't know what to do.
Take it easy on yourself.
Hey, Varl.
Hi, Aaron. What's happening?
You know, the usual. Aloy wants something. People try to stand in her way. It's not gonna work.
Oh, that's it! Arrest him!
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. Hey, Nozar! You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the Savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh?
食古不化。
Let it through, boys. Saving the world.
嗱，所以話咧，出外係要靠朋友嘅。
Forget something back in Meridian?
Look, Varl.
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time.
就係因為朋友一句説話，我哋就可以離開呢度。你話幾好？
So this tribe that Murad told us about, the Tanakh, we need their permission to go west?
Yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
It's no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
I guess I did.
可唔可以等佢講完嘢你先轉過場啊？都係一條直路跑嘅啫，冇理由我跑得快啲㗎。
That is the line between East and West. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted. This is known.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold!
法夏夫，我哋揾嗰個人都係呢個名嘅喎。
She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the Savage East. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away.
塊面畫得越勁嗰個咧，就係越野蠻嘅，我覺得係。
A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am unyielding Fashav, once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the Setting Sun.
You're Fashav. Avad gave me a message for you. That he waits for you in Meridian, where you belong.
Avad always was polite. Well, now I'm even more curious about you knowing that you have the confidence of the Sun King. But such an association with the Karja could work against you here, as it often has with me. As you can see, tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
咁奇怪，因為你唔係應該係俘虜嚟嘅咩？點解你會同佢哋好似一伙咁樣嘅？仲有呢個紋身係咪其實係畫嘢上 tattoo 嗰啲紋身啊？寫錯字喎。
I've never seen markings like those on a Karja before.
The Karja see ink as decoration. For the Tenakth, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Looks like you've vanquished quite a few.
I've fought my share of battles. But I feel that my life, like my markings, is only half complete. This side shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other half marked with the laurels of peace.
我想問咧，其實係邊一個做翻譯啊？紋身個紋字都唔識，寫咗文化個文嘅想點啊？喂！哎呀，我哋問下佢同嗰班人有啲咩關係先。
How did you come to be among the Tenakth?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins. Are you sure you want to hear it?
係咪又有機械獸出現啊？
I guess we have time.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed, of course. They committed unspeakable atrocities, stirring the Tenakth into action. When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar Sands, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate, and was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their capital. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Hikaro. I thought I was dead for sure, so I resorted to desperate measures.
咁即係話要同佢決鬥啦，係嘛？
So when you met the Tenakth chief, you did something desperate.
Now, I'd kept my ears open as the Tenakth dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat that they revere. So, when they flung me at Hikaro's feet, I demanded this rite, called the Kulrut, thinking that by winning I could request a boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tenakth howled, but Hikaro stared them down, and then his gaze fell upon me. Evidently, he appreciated my ingenuity. He allowed me to participate in the Kulrut. Little did I know what I was in for.
咁庫特魯有咩嚟㗎？
You said the Kulrut is a Tenakth trial by combat.
Yes, but it is no ordinary trial. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not directly. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive.
冇難度啊！
Believe me, it is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
I know more about that than you might think.
Do you? Well, then you have my respect. Like you, I lived through it to claim my prize. I had hopes for freedom, but well, that wasn't on offer. Only service to the chief.
咁點解佢唔俾你走，要你幫佢手呢？
You wound up serving the Tenakth chief.
The winners of the Kulrut must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What does it mean?
The word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice, marshals are Hikaro's roving lawgivers, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner. I won my place among their ranks and served as honor demanded, but many Tenakth still spat on the ground when I walked by. But they did, until I started forcing them to the ground to grind their faces in it.
I guess that's one way to deal with it.
As you may have noticed, violence is the native tongue of the Tenakth. To survive, one must master it. The truth is, though, the Karja speak it too. More than they should. I can't blame the Tenakth for hating them.
哇，咁嘅話，其實佢又好似點講呢？兩邊都唔幫咁樣。我哋繼續問落去啦。咁究竟你而家覺得自己係邊一邊嘅人啊？
So then, are you still Karja?
Part of me, yes. Always. Yet there is much to admire about the Tenakth, especially their chief. I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. 3 clans always at war, constantly slitting each other's throats. Hikaro and the marshals have crafted a delicate peace. and now he looks to the future. Who knows? Maybe that future will include cooperation with the Karja.
咦？其實我諗我哋應該唔需要傾落去啦，嚟到呢度先啦。
I think I've heard enough for now.
As you wish.
入翻正題，係咪同你決鬥完就過得啊？
You asked why I need rite of passage. I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day, much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs.
佢哋會信咩？
And I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tanakh lands. A task so important, and it's just the two of you.
多人都冇用㗎。
Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Hikaru knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He is a man of his word.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to
Look! The Sky Clan's banner!
咁即係點啊？
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all 3 clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tanakh can stomach the idea of parley with the Karja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
係咯，你哋繼續傾啦。
The other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
咁你俾咗嗰把通行證俾我哋唔係走得嘅啦咩？其實我覺得呢個祭司都係搞事。
The Karja have opened the gates.
祭司個樣有啲古怪，我懷疑佢根本就攞走咗箱裡面嘅嘢咯。
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tanakh!
我想問發生咩事？
Regala. Chief Hikaru's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Karja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Hikaru has betrayed us. The embassy is proof. And all of you marshals are his accomplices. For this, I condemn you to death.
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
哦，佢帶咗隻機械獸嚟啊！個樣好似速龍喎，我覺得。
Lancers, form up!
哇，仲有。
They're riding machines!
Where'd they learn to do that?
其實你覺得得你哋有 focus 嘅咩
Vashav, come with us now, or not at all.
Archers! Light them up!
Get to cover!
Oh!
No!
你原本嗰個位置咪幾好
Archers! Keep them back!
呢啲咪叫有勇無謀咯
Left flank! To the Karja! Run them down!
They're not gonna make it.
Open the gates! Open the gates!
哇！你睇佢走得幾快
Open the gates!
哦，睇嚟佢之後冇氣氛啦。
Karja! Stand your ground!
Fire at will!
你話城牆上面呢啲做咩啊？你一早射箭，佢咪唔會埋到嚟咯。哦，連呢度個話事人都中埋箭啊！哇，劍哥你唔會死啩？你好重要㗎喎。喂，good 啦！我咁樣中槍，一下支矛插穿咗喎，咁咪帶唔到佢翻去咯。
What happened? Can you see?
你都明知故問，我點知點解會咁啫
Hey! Calm down and fight fair! Lancers! Take the center!
哇！究竟我哋要同時間打幾多個啊
Get ready!
嗱，準備
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge!
暴爪者啊！呢隻叫做嗱，佢就淨係怕電擊傷害嘅啫。電嘅話要打電容器先至得。問題係我冇遠距離用電嘅嘢，得個半索，其實都係冇用嘅喎。
Here they come!
They're onto us.
喂！我好想知道個箱裏面有啲乜咯。
All right, try that again. Here's ammo.
佢呢隻係咩嚟㗎？衝撞者，衝撞者，喂，又係怕電擊傷害嘅喎。
Can you use a shock attack?
有嘢俾我咁好嘅喂。好，有一個跌咗我地下啦。想走啦，衝撞者！好，搞掂。咦，咪住，嚟個致命攻擊先。你想走？
Now they're scared. Bring her down.
過嚟幫手。
Here comes the arrow.
搞掂。
Now, while they're missing their armor. For the sacred land.
落地下啦你，仲想走喎？重擊！哇！咦，個人呢喂？呢邊。
I'll flush her out.
誒，冇彈藥。
Take this ammo.
冇翻先，哇！ 避開，搞掂，落地下。喂，你想去邊啊？仲想坐上去？
Man down! We got this!
嚟咗呢度，嚟咗呢度。
We got this!
哇！佢哋都仲未落嚟啊！最前嗰個已經俾人打低咗啦。
No!
哇！呢下麻飛得勁啊！哇！你有冇咁大力啊？哦，咁佢發仲有得整。
We've survived worse.
I see you, Nora! Outlander's here!
換工先。中咗，唔中嚟多嘢。喂，走啦走啦走啦，嗰邊會爆噶啦。
Can you knock some more pieces off it? Can you use a shock attack? Here it comes!
中，企遠啲啦。
Hit them again!
哇！哇！好痛啊喂！
Do you need ammo?
唔使啊，我大把彈藥啊！
They can't take us!
執嘢先。
Let's wipe
搞
them
掂
out!
啦！你哋咁渣㗎喂！
Enough!
落嚟一笨，我唔驚你㗎。
You, Outlanders! I'll skin you both!
Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
Granted.
你咁即係話想同我單挑？咩裝置嚟㗎？究竟？哇，好慢啊！我個盾。
You're next, girl.
I've never seen a shield like that. Better scan it.
喂呀！
I can break through his shield.
誒，原來唔係可以撳入去睇嘅喎。
Damage enough. I've got to get through that shield.
要突破佢呢個，哇！仲識放電添啊！我掟，再掟。
That won't stop me!
哎呀！喂，你件甲冇咗啦嘛？嚇？你頭先唔係好威嘅咩？
Need more. His shield's regenerated. Shield's
Ui,
gone.
mày.
He's vulnerable.
哇！哎呀！搞掂，手刮下先。嚇！你頭先唔係好勁嘅咩？俾我打低咗咯噃。
Your turn. Come down here and face me.
No!
嚇！你驚啊？
It was an honorable challenge. You've earned your life today.
唔係喎，佢似驚喎。
Comrades! Mark this day! Today you have decimated the marshals, slaughtered the Karja. So begins our war on Hikaru. Move out!
呢啲係典型嘅反派嚟咯。乜嘢你打贏咗我隻卒仔，我放過你啫，你根本就驚咋嘛？ 喂，但係頭先個盾好正，我可唔可以要咗佢㗎？其實。
Get him to the camp now.
佢包紮得咁快嘅，隻斷手。
You gonna make it?
佢梗係冇事啦，過嚟睇戲嘅啫嘛。
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Aaron. For now.
Come on. I'll take you back to the fort.
喂，但係其實我哋頭先仲未打開嗰個箱，箱裏面我覺得裏面啲嘢90%都係唔見晒，因為你睇嗰個仔屍原本個樣咧係有跡可尋。
I got you.
嗱好啦，話咁快瞓咗一晚，咁跟住啲人咧係咪攞翻支旗走啊
It's salvage time, boys.
我諗呢個應該係積盾者啲科技嚟。
Don't think it can take a hit, but I should be able to use it to glide.
可以攞嚟飛。
Aloy, we're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tenakth have a civil war in their hands.
That sounds about right. The marshals weren't expecting Regala to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Nozar, Voidis, Vashav, a massacre. What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tenakth territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tenakth's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tenakth territory?
All that out there? That's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regala ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north. With all those machines they were riding, they must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one, over there, near the Utaru border, but why?
It's hard to explain. It'll help me get the lay of the land.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
喂，好多嘢可以問喎，我哋問咗卡爾加人嘅反應先。
Do you think the Karja will take action against Regala? Seems like you'd have common ground with the Tenakth.
An expedition of the Karja army into the west could be taken as the start of another invasion. Sun King Avad won't risk it. That said, we can't allow ourselves to be caught unaware by an attack like that again.
我絕對有理由相信遲啲係要翻嚟呢度保護呢個關口咯。咁跟住，喂個祭司佢點啊
It's too bad about Nazar and Voidis.
At least Nozar went down fighting. As for the Sun Priest, well, no one deserves to go out that way. I'll make sure they're given proper funeral rites. It's the least I can do.
哦，佢咁講即係冇得救㗎啦，到法夏夫啦。
About Vashav.
The man was taken captive by the Tenakth. Survived for years out in the West only to die just short of the Sundom. It's a cruel end for a good soldier.
What will happen to him?
His body will be carried back to Meridian. As the cousin of the Sun King, he will be accorded official rights and buried with honor. No soldier could ask for more.
唉，陰公，我以為佢可以翻到去㗎，估唔到講完幾句，咁就冇咗啦。雷加拉呢？
Fashav called Regala a rival. Someone that Tanakh chief should have killed.
Yeah, I reckon he should have. She's obviously a huge threat. Her attack was coordinated and precise. Until you got in her way, that is.
They knew the lay of the land. And they knew Fashav was going to be handed over at the embassy. If the Tanakh weren't expecting her, she must have spent months gathering an army in secret.
They had to have made camp nearby. Somewhere they could lie low until the perfect moment to strike.
我懷疑佢哋根本就有間諜添啊！如果唔係，點會知咁多嘢啫？係咪？最後啦，我哋問埋西呢面嘅嘢啦。哇，好多喎！咁不如我哋去到嗰度再收集情報啦。要走啦，拜拜。
I need to be on my way.
Then I wish you luck. The gates will always be open to you should you wish to return.
之前你唔肯開㗎。
And don't worry about your friends. We'll get them patched up.
I appreciate it.
Sun watch over you, Aloy. I hope you find what you're looking for.
都好嘅，佢知自己幫唔到手啊，唔過嚟阻住我哋，係咪？
This is the Forbidden West. A whole new frontier to explore. The coordinates from the spire should lead to Silence and Hades. And just maybe, a backup of Gaia. It won't be easy out there. The blight, the storms, Regala's machine riders. But I'll have to push through it all. Find a way to fix the world. Like Elizabeth would.
嗱，場仗就一啲都唔辛苦咁樣打完啦。咁我當然就要回收下物資先。
The woman who led the ambush, Regala, had a lot of machines under her command. There's only one other person who has that kind of knowledge. Silence. But what's his angle? Why help to knock the rebels?
嗱，好啦，咁我哋今集咧暫時就玩到嚟呢度先啦，下集再向西部進發啦。中意嘅朋友記住 like 同埋 share 俾朋友一齊睇，我哋下集再見 ，thank you， 拜拜。